Good evening. In yesterday's Gospel, we hear how Jesus got really angry in the temple, really angry at what he saw. In fact, so angry that he started to flip tables and drive people out. But why? Why did Jesus react in that way? I want you to try and think about something that's really special to you. Maybe it's a car or a bike. Maybe it's your own bedroom in your house, your sacred space just for you. Maybe it's a pair of football boots or a gift that you've been given by somebody special. How would you feel if somebody broke it or filled it with rubbish? You'd be raging, right? Well, the temple was even more important than any of that to Jesus. It was the building in Jerusalem where God's people came together to worship, where God met with his people. And when the temple was built, God said, "My eyes and my heart will always be there." So Jesus called the temple his Father's house. He was brought there as a baby, and then every year Mary and Joseph would take him to Jerusalem to worship and to pray in the temple. And you might remember the story when Jesus was 12, he was lost in the temple for a few days. So it was somewhere that he was really familiar with, a special place for him. And now as an adult, Jesus was going up to Jerusalem just before the feast of Passover to pray and to worship. But this time, when he entered the temple, he would get really angry at what he saw. The temple turned into a marketplace. People selling animals, changing money, cheating people. All of us get angry. Sometimes we get angry because we don't get our own way. But hopefully what makes us really angry is when we see injustice or wrongdoing, when we see other people being exploited. What made Jesus' blood boil was that God and God's house was being disrespected. What is it that makes you rage and mad? Makes you seethe with anger? More than just placing a little angry emoji at the bottom of somebody's social media post as you scroll through, but something that you can't stand by and watch without doing something about. All of us are called to love the things that God loves. We're called to stand up when people hurt and abuse those who are weak, those who are poor, those who are marginalised. So maybe for you, it's your faith. Maybe it's human rights. Maybe it's inequality or prejudice. Homelessness or poverty. Pro-life issues. Climate change. It could be one or several of many things. But let's ask ourselves, how can I stand up for what is right and just? And metaphorically flip those tables so that people know that it's something that matters to me, something that I really want to do something about. Good night and God bless.